You ready to continue?
Oh, yeah.
You're an idiot. And I'm going to explain why you're an idiot, sir. I'm going to explain why you're an idiot so that your family will know you're an idiot, your friends will know you're an idiot, everybody here will know you're an idiot, 10 million people in the United States will know you're an idiot, and probably 100 million people throughout the world will know why. What's your first name?
Oh, Russell. This one's special to me. He's hands down my favorite cow on the whole Laugh Farm. But there's a few reasons why I haven't done a video on him. One, because my video editing skills were absolute shit when I first started a year ago. Not saying they're very much better now, but at least to be able to give this entitled man-child the story he deserves. Another reason why I haven't made this video is the fact that Russell has a physical disability. And to be honest, that's not his fault. And my video isn't about that. I can't reiterate enough how much his appearance really means nothing here. I'm not going to bash Russ's physical disability because, to be honest, he could look like Channing Tatum. It's about his fucked up antics and attitude. That's the important part here, people. So for the rest of the video, just keep that in mind. Who gives a fuck what he looks like? This is about his personality, his manipulation, and his straight up assholery. And add to the fact the guy's so happy. So if you're seeing this right now, you're lucky because it might not really be here for long. Meaning Russell nukes his content on a regular basis, sweeping the internet of anything that has his face in it. You'll find a few videos out there, but no way to get the whole story. And that's where I come in, because this story needs to be told. So sit back and grab your popcorn, because I'm about to tell you about the man who tried to sue Farrah Abraham, Ariana Grande, and Taylor Swift.
Roll it.
So before we get into Russ's non-stop fucking legal shenanigans, I feel like it's appropriate to talk about what really got Russ into people's attention. Russell loves Facebook. See, Russ suffers from one of the worst cases of internet disease I've ever seen. As soon as he got his first thumbs up, that was it. He never turned back. Just on a side note, if you do find Russ somewhere on Facebook, don't troll him. Leave him alone. Russ isn't like Chris Chan or DSP or anything like that. Base Russell will give you the best entertainment all by himself. Don't approach him. You can't help him. He's stuck in his own ways. Don't give him shit because he'll just delete his posts or disable his whole account. And then you went and just fucked it up for everybody. So just watch from a distance. Remember, Russ is fucking sue happy. And I don't want one of you guys going over there and then ending up in my update video when Russ tries to sue you for harassment. Calling someone a stupid asshole isn't worth a year of litigation. Okay, if you have to do something, just hit one of Base Russ's posts with that little crying laughing face emoji. Because of Russ's inflated self-importance, he thinks everything he says, no matter how retarded it may sound, should be taken seriously. And when you slap down that emoji, it just triggers the poor bastard more than anything. Plus, that way you're not in contact, you won't get sued, and most importantly, you won't ruin anyone's entertainment. Anyway, it all started because Russ tends to post about literally his whole life, every deranged thought and all. So when someone snatched a post Russ thought everyone should know about, threw it on Reddit's R Nice Guys, an internet legend was born. I'll read you the epic post. Tomorrow I'm going to my first strip club in Utah, and I'm going to give flowers to the beautiful stripper. The last time I went to the strip club was when I was a Mormon missionary in Arizona, when my comps and I went to the Dream Palace. Well, this is my first and last time going to the strip club. Gave the stripper flowers, a tip, bought her drinks, was kind to her, and she blocked me. What the fuck? If you only knew that I was the guy who filed a constitutional challenge to legalize brothels in Utah, you wouldn't be ignoring me. So did you catch that there? Yeah, I know, you bought the stripper flowers, but I'm talking more about the brothel comment. Oh yeah, Russ around this time also started his mission to legalize brothels in Utah. He decided this after he got robbed in Las Vegas, when a hooker took $4,000 off him. And seeing as prostitution is illegal in Utah, he figured he'd start the process by filing a lawsuit against the governor of Utah. He also wrote a whole book on the importance of legalizing prostitution. Here's your first little insight into based Russ. This is light stuff, people. We're just getting started, because I left out one important thing. Russ is a goddamn musical genius.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
Self-proclaimed musical genius. Along with his great sense of self-importance, he also has an inflated ego which leads Russ to having a bit of a distorted reality. Not only is it discrimination if you don't sleep with Russ, it's discrimination if you don't produce his music. Luckily, the stars aligned one night on Twitter, and Russ found out about Farrah Abraham, the absolute mess from that shitty TLC network show Teen Mom. Yeah, that one. Well, she had a contest to win a date with her, and Russ looked at it as a perfect opportunity to get himself a girl and an in the Hollywood scene. Bear in mind, Russ is an absolute master at playing the sympathy card, so I'm going to periodically throw up one of his legendary posts or quotes, just so we keep ourselves all grounded and know who this man actually is. His video entry was posted on our Twitter feed, and some meatball who was running our social media account liked his post, causing him to take it to the next level. At this point, our PR department started to wisen up and realize egging on and encouraging the mental wizard wasn't such a great move on their behalf. So instead of moving on like any normal person would, Russ figured it would be better to threaten to sue her for disability discrimination, which is going to be a trend we see for the rest of the video. Farrah was just a stepping stone for based Russ, because he had much bigger plans for stardom. And in December 2014, he sent in an audition for America's Got Talent.
I dance. I'd like to invite you to come and dance with me.
And seeing how brilliant you guys are, I'm pretty sure you're going to realize you never made it past the first audition. So we tried to sue the production company for disability discrimination. I'm not making this shit up, guys. Check out the sue count in the corner. He sues a lot more people than just the three I mentioned in the title. He dropped his case against Farrah though, because he didn't really have time or money to pursue it, seeing as he was simultaneously trying to court Heidi Klum. Once again, when she didn't respond, Russ went right to the internet and threatened to sue her for disability discrimination too. At this point, I'm pretty sure you discovered Russell's 5-part systematic approach to success in life. Find a famous woman, send her some shitty music promo, get ignored, play his disability card, sue for discrimination. Russell is persistent though and doesn't give up. Bass Russ went to an Ariana Grande concert and paid for a special backstage pass in an attempt to pawn his musical masterpieces off on someone else. And according to him, he was successful in wooing her initially, until he then got jealous over pictures of Ariana Grande and other fans, which sent Russell into overdrive mode, producing some of the juiciest posts since the stripper fiasco. He claimed after that Ariana was actually disability shaming him because she wasn't smiling enough. Then he was also allegedly assaulted by the security staff. This is Russell's new revised version of events. I'll read out some key points to you. My right to have an enjoyable, fun time meeting a person I admire and whom I wanted to work with was diminished. My backstage dream experience was turned into a backstage nightmare, where I was degraded by Ariana Grande and her guards, being called rude names and not having the same passionate photo pose with Ariana, and having Ariana stare at me like I'm a Frankenstein because my face is paralyzed, and Ariana not complimenting me on my suit. Wow. Just wow. And if you thought that was delusional, then check out what he posts in regards to the bombing that happened afterwards. This one's the best though. Russell has such a distorted view of his self-importance that he compares his assault that didn't even happen with the bombing. Here's some more retarded posts from Russell about the concert. I'm not going to read them out loud, but I'm pretty sure you can gather what I'm getting at. It's pretty hard to play the victim card when you're such a fucking class act like this. There's more people. While Russell took his sweet time initiating the suit against Ariana Grande and her management team, he was also crowdfunding for 2 different things. The first one, to produce a professional mixtape for Taylor Swift, which he got the idea from when he seen her accept gifts from fans. His second campaign is related to his oh-so best-selling novel and previous lawsuit against the state to legalize brothels in Utah. Russell is a busy man. When he finally did finish his professional produced music promo, which in reality could have been made with a snowball on a cell phone, He sent it to Taylor Swift's manager and was completely ignored once again to no one's surprise.
Wow, winning.
Based Russell was no longer based. He went full Twitter retard.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
He called Taylor Swift's manager several times, harassed them over Twitter, started demanding a personal apology from no one other than Taylor herself, or a date, either or. And if he didn't get that, he was going to sue her for discrimination once again. See what I mean when I say it doesn't really have anything to do with Russell's facial paralysis? Besides him constantly bringing it up as a method to sue women who won't bow down to his greatness? It's about his personality, people. I bet by this point, half of you have forgotten entirely about how he looks like a real-life Muppet. Anyway, back to the story. So Russ took Taylor Swift to small claims court, and that went about as well as Destiny at a custody battle. From Russell's posts, I can tell I would have loved to have been there. But Russell isn't deterred. Seeing as he has extensive experience in criminal justice, from his 2 months interning at a law office and his numerous failed discrimo suits, he thought the next best step was to threaten Taylor that he was going to take the suit to the federal level and sue her for nothing short of $80 million. People, I'm not making this up. These stories write themselves. One of the funniest things too is that the local news network wanted nothing to do with Russell's story either. It's almost like they were familiar with Russell's antics. Damn those discriminatory small news networks. Damn them to hell. While seeing as federal court cases can take years, I'm sure we're in for some good future content. Remember, just watch from a distance. But actually, we're not quite done yet either. So August 2017 rolls around, and it's time for Russell's court case against Ariana Grande. And everyone involved thought Russell had a momentary epiphany and realized what he was doing was crazy. But luckily for us, he just burst into the scene late. He forgot to set his alarm. And well, that didn't stop the judge from laying right into him and ultimately dismissing his case against Ariana Grande. The judge also fined Russell $1,500 to cover her attorney's fees. The very first thing Russ did, of course, was immediately disable his Facebook account, which he frequently does out of narcissistic need to try and control people's conversations about him. That, and he had to nuke like a year's worth of tarred posts in regards to these suits. Fast track to this year, and we're left in a bit of a limbo. He lost his suit against Ariana Grande. Russ has been threatening Taylor for over a year with a federal suit. Prostitution is still illegal in Utah. It appears base Russ is out of ideas to achieve his fame. Or is he?